In this Hub Notes video, we're at the Grid Serve hub thing near Norwich, and it's about our further experiences with the Kia e-Niro, electric chargers in general, stuff you didn't see on our road trip, and stuff that is just us driving home as well. So there'll be some stuff that we ended up cutting out because it just got messy, but generally our experiences charging up. We're currently charging up from 23% at 85p per kilowatt hour. Now this immediately highlights the biggest problem with electric cars. It's the haves and have-nots. If you can charge at home, electric cars can be super cheap to run. Even when they start taxing per mile, an electric car that you're paying pence per kilowatt to charge up, or kilowatt hour rather, is still very, very cheap motoring. If you can't charge at home, if you're stuck on public chargers, you're always paying top whack and then having to pay 3 pence a mile or whatever on top as well. So for people who can afford a brand new EV and charge at home, living a life of luxury, having a lovely time. For us mere mortals who cannot charge at home, very, very expensive, but I still like them. Someone is very excited for that is train. Land train.
I've heard it called a Zinozano before, but I'm not entirely sure where that came from.
It's loving this space.
Right.
Well, that didn't work. Car refuses to connect to it, just keeps saying, this failed. Goodbye. So we might have to find another place to charge. That charger's broken. That charger's broken. Helpful! While we're in Suffolk, we thought we'd do some visiting with the EV Wales courtesy car. We've come to UK Barnfinds. If you have a look around just some of the projects they've got on at the moment. They've got these adorable peanuts, a pair of them. I'm very tempted to actually start offering some money for some of these. I think a Mini Clubman. And if you were at the NEC last weekend for the restoration show, the Porsche 924 on the free spokes is here, the Allegro's here, and they filmed a Will It Start on that. And the Cortina and the Cherry are here. I hadn't realised that the Cherry was one of Elton's projects here at UK Barnfinds, but he said we can go and have a look inside. And just look, we didn't do this at the show. How red is that? Absolutely beautiful. This isn't the one I'll be tempted to say, go on, how much do you want? Is it 46,000 miles on the clock? It smells very, very Datsun in here. Wow. And lovely stickers. This will be a fun project, I think. It'll be a fun one to do. It's absolutely beautiful in all the details. Look, it's got the original dealer plate on the back of it. And then we got the Cortina that was there. We sort of glossed over this one a bit. Disabled badge on it. Someone knows inside. Oh wow. So they've got controls here. Oh, the smell in here. That is lovely. The dry smell, not a damp smell. Or you just smell the old plastics and everything. Your wiper control down there. I think the horn is that button on the end, if I remember rightly. Wonderful. That's a lovely car as well. Probably worth a fair bit of money. Cortina Mark 1s. And look, it's an early one. It's a console Cortina. So pre-airflow, as they called them. They later changed to Mark 1. So there were vents at the back so the air could go back out of the car. Which sounds like such a simple thing. But a lot of cars just had a heater that just basically recirculated the air inside the car. Look at that. So last in use in 1986 by the look of it. That is gorgeous. So they've got some amazing stuff here. This has been on their TikTok channel. Very good TikTok. Claire is the editorial mastermind at UK Barnfinds. And they will be doing a Will It Start on this. But it is unfortunately quite ripe in places. I think this has been off the road since the 90s, I think, yeah. Just about the 90s, August 1999. Has got the engine turning, hasn't had a chance to get it running yet, but does want to. It's been mildly savaged by a dog or sunlight, one of the two. So it's your Austin Metro. It looks like an L specification, I think. And again, look in this one, 78,000 miles on the clock. Cassette player is not looking very healthy, but there's a very faded Haynes manual. And yeah, keys in, give it a crank. He has given it a crank. It does turn over. So that is that could be an interesting project for someone. And they might well be checking that through the auctions once they've got it up and running. So this, unrelated, this is someone else's pile of rust next to it. But yeah, interesting stuff. UK Barnfinds, we love paying them a visit. So we came here last year to get that 2CV kit car running. So I think we saw the Dakar then, and based on Range Rover running gear, one of two Elton owns. And then we got the Maestro here, and what a car that is, a Reg Maestro, quite an early one. So more interesting vehicles, but I'm sure will be appearing on their channel, if not their amazing Facebook page that you should definitely check out. So there we go, we've just had a lovely chat with UK Barnfinds and a bit of a catch up, even though we saw Elton last weekend in Birmingham. And we're going to make our way home. We've still got a lot of miles to do in the Kia e-Niro, and let's just show you where we are in terms of range and predictions and battery. Oh my gosh, it's very, very windy. Yeah, so we've got 146 miles of range at 56% capacity. So we're going to have to stop somewhere. Hopefully we can get home on one stop. That'll be good. Our bladders may dictate otherwise, but time to get on the road, Diego, do you think? Yeah, I think so. Well, we're back at Cambridge Services and connected up to a grid serve charger, 28%. When we got here, 85p per kilowatt hour. We know the grid serve ones tend to work. I don't know how other people have found these Ionity ones. Interested to know your comments below. But we're stopping here just because it's lunchtime. I've entirely forgotten what time it is. Will the car tell me the time? Hello, wake up car, tell me the time. 12:56, so pretty much 1 o'clock, good time for lunch. Miss Hum not wanted to go to Chopsticks, but they have here. She's off on a loo break at the moment, which takes her a while because she's on crutches. Yeah, she's doing that. I am just sitting tight with the car, waiting for it to charge up. But the beauty of this is, we know we can get from here to home on one charge. We did it on the way here, 240 miles. But there's no point really risking that. I mean, chances are after another couple of hours, we're going to be knackered and want to stop again and need a drink and whatever. And when we stop, we'll just put it on charge again. That is what EV people do. They're not constantly worrying about the range going, can I get that far on this charge? They just plug in whenever they need to plug in. Or not when they need to plug in. They plug in when there's a charger where they need to go, if you see what I mean. This morning, I went to Lidl to get some breakfast supplies, and I thought, well, I might as well check it on the rapid charger. And we only put 3% in because I was like 10 minutes in the shop, not very long at all. But it's still worth doing just to put a little bit in, just keep it topped up. And I think that is the reality of EV ownership for people who own EVs, is they just charge when they've gone somewhere that has charging. So a petrol or diesel car, you kind of have to make a special journey. Well, you don't have to make a special journey, it could be on your way, but you have to stop and refuel at some point. With electric cars, it's more often the case that you're somewhere where you can recharge while you do something else. So it's nice to not have to stop to charge. Generally on this trip, we've been charging while we've been having a break or something like that, a natural progression. And the car has definitely got more range than my bladder. So joys of old age. Economy has suffered a bit though. I think that's because most of what we've done today has been motorway. So we've been doing an indicated 74 miles an hour, which is actually 68, 69 mile an hour. But primarily there's a really strong headwind, and I think that's robbing our range today. So that's dropped by about 0.4 of a mile per kilowatt hour, which, you know, obviously adds up over the entire battery pack, but it's still only a handful of miles. But I guess you notice it more. I mean, obviously your petrol or diesel car is going to be similarly affected by headwinds. It's like hitting the wind of traveling faster than you are. So it's going to be an issue. But yeah, generally I'm liking this. Let's talk about things we're not liking so much about the e-Niro. For me, headrest position, always a problem. I just find it's where I want to put my head about 3 or 4 inches further back than I can, and that starts getting all my neck muscles tense. I don't like it. I can have the backrest flatter, but then I feel like my back isn't supported at all. I just struggle to get my shoulders back in the seat, and it's a constant problem. Other things I don't like, got auto hold down here. Auto hold means you take your foot off the brake, the car won't move. So it doesn't behave like an automatic. If you turn auto hold off, it behaves like an automatic. As soon as you're off the brake, the car will creep. I actually prefer auto hold. It's great for traffic lights because you can take your foot off the brake, the car will be held, your foot is hovering above the throttle or accelerator. As soon as you touch it, you're away. So it's great for those Grand Prix style starts. The other thing is, I'm just going to demonstrate this by showing you. Every time I start the car, I have to turn off the lane departure thing here. I like the lane keep assist on the motorways. I don't like lane departure because it cuts in on back roads. You get too close to a white line, it will sound a warning or steer the car even. I don't like that at all. And the problem is, from the driver's seat, you can't see that button. That button is entirely obscured, so you're having to fiddle around for it every single time. You can see, look how dirty the button is. That button's had a lot of use. So is the auto hold by the look of it. But yeah, heated steering wheel. Here's that shiny rim. I was telling you, it's a very shiny steering wheel. It's about the only clue as to the miles on the car. And just everything works. The heater can be a bit hit and miss, to be honest. The temperature control isn't the best. Sometimes it goes a bit too cold for no reason at all. Sometimes it goes a bit hot for no reason at all. But generally, I mean, given the mileage, and we are 288,162 miles now, it's nothing short of astonishing, really. Everything just works, mostly. Of course, there's another reason we're not going to try and get back on one charge, and that is, look at the difference in charging time. So to get to 100% is going to take almost 2 hours. To get to 80% is going to take 44 minutes. And that's another consideration. This is why generally you try and keep that battery between 20 and 80%. It's to minimise the length of time you need to spend charging when you charge. So 80% will still get us a good distance, I reckon. Well, we've just reached Telford.
Hello.
You having fun there? Mm-hmm. Yes. Not having fun because, once again, for the second services in the trot, no phone signal at all. I mean, what are we paying for? Our monthly contracts. And Great Yarmouth, nothing. Cambridge services, nothing. Telford services, nothing. I think O2, we may need to change contract. Or are they all rubbish? There's no in the description below. But yeah, I'll just give you the stats. You'll have to be quick because that alarm will come back. Oh, wrong page.
Okay, look now.
There we go. 230 miles today, 3.6 miles per kilowatt hour. Ba-ding, time's up. We're down to 21%. So it is definitely time to charge again. And it's definitely time to recharge the humans. No, I just keep pressing the wrong button because I'm tired, which is why we've stopped for a break. So we'll do that. I'll go for a quick run around with Diego. If Diego would like to, would you like to? He's like, just get me out of this blooming crate. Look at it, there he is. He's like, why am I in here? I've had enough.
Oh, look at him. For just £3 a month.
Just £3 a month could save this poor dog. So yeah, we'll have a break and get on the move. And we're getting closer to the Welsh border, but we've still got an amount of miles left. I've forgotten how many miles. Well, I can't tell you how many miles left it is because I'm wasting time. I should get this charging and then do this talky bit. Yeah, there's not enough signal to tell you. Marvellous. We have moved from over there at the grid surf chargers to these apple green chargers because the charge rate is much better over here. Oh, bingy bongy bong. Okay, I'm getting annoyed with the bongs as well because there's always bongs or something. But we were charging at 30 kilowatts over there, and it was saying it was going to take over an hour to get to 80%. And now it's at 53 kilowatts, and it's just going to take 36 minutes to get to 80%. So that was much quicker. I have no idea where that bus came from. Probably a bus garage. Now the actual service building is all the way over there, so plenty of exercise going back and forth. Oh, maybe a broken bus. He's got the hatch up.
Oh dear.
But there are lots of very unhealthy drinks available. When the time
sorry.
in the time it took to... You were an idiot. Why must you be this way? In the time it took to walk the dog, child, it has gone up to 51%. So that's quite good. It's up to, it did go into the 70s on charge rate, which are back down to 69. And you can see the...
Sorry, what?
Oh my gosh. Someone's getting cabin fever, I think. You can see the mileage ticking over just as we're sitting here. Yeah, we'll let that do its thing. I still need to finish my drink and consider my partner choices, and we'll be on our way. I was hoping to catch you with your floofing. We are comfortably back into Wales. We are about 80 miles from home, I think, with 147 miles of range, so no drama here.
Yep.
I've only just discovered that when you're in regen, there's a little thing that pings up and it tells you how much mileage you are generating with your regen. I like that.
And he's only mentioned it on every single roundabout since then.
Yeah. I got 1.2 miles coming down the Newtown bypass. Yeah.
Things we like. We really, really like the stereo.
Yeah, the sound's very good.
What was there we weren't so keen on?
The heater. I
Yes.
discussed that earlier.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's absolutely fine, and you just forget it's doing its thing. You've set the temperature, it's all automatic.
And then it just has a moment.
And then suddenly you're like, we're freezing.
Or
Why?
boiling.
Yeah, or boiling.
Yeah, it just
It's all
has
a
the
bit
odd
weird.
moment.
Yeah. It's
But-
struggling with the contrast. I think the phone's struggling with the contrast of our faces.
Oh.
So I'm so dark and rakish.
I am the
And you are
sun
white.
shines on the righteous.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But yeah, this thing just demolishes mileage.
Yeah,
It's quite interesting though. Leanne Whiteland Restorations has borrowed an electric Mini of some
Yes.
sort, and she's not.
Is there such a thing as an Aceman?
Yeah, it's an Aceman. Yeah, I saw one on the motorway yesterday. They used to have the Paceman, which was hideous. Now they've got the Aceman, which is still a bit weird looking.
He fell off.
Yeah. It does sort of look like that.
It's very creative.
But yeah, she's not living electric life so far.
But you know what? I thought, no, it must be an Aceman because the letters were paced out perfectly. If it had a P on the front, it would have looked wrong. So I thought maybe that is a thing, and I think that's what Leanne's got.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a comfortable thing.
Yeah. In terms of costs, I did some rough sums this morning, and it really was rough. And I think at the moment, with fuel prices the way they are, this is probably just about undercutting some of our other cars. Because Betty, quite firstly, definitely not.
I was going to say,
much.
define which of our cars.
Yeah.
There's quite a spectrum.
So Betty Aroz's Ford would probably average about 25 mpg on that sort of a run, and getting to Norfolk in Betty would have cost about £80. Probably she'd just about do it on a tank of fuel, but she's got a fairly big tank. Bella de Bolingo, probably more like 50 quid.
Yeah.
Because she'd use much less fuel, but diesel is that much higher at the moment. It's about 30p a litre more. So yeah, overall I think this compares fairly favourably with Bella, and definitely better than the Fairmont. I mean, we could compare it with the little Tiddlers, which are quite good on fuel, but this has comfort. This is more like Betty in terms of refinement. Oh, we're stopping at the level crossing.
Awesome. Trains.
We're going to get a train eventually. Let's hope it's coming from that direction.
Why?
Because otherwise we have to wait for it to get to the station, stop,
Oh, okay, yes.
unload, and then take off again. But of course, beauty of an electric car, you come to a stop, and there's just silence.
But from the perspective of this being a family car, the boot space is not fantastic.
No.
It isn't fantastic. It's good. Ian and I have just been away for the weekend, and it comfortably swallows our luggage, but little Miss Hubnut and her suitcase, not so much.
Not so much, no. But yeah, this coming to a stop, silence. Now we're burning very little energy, just what's keeping the aircon going, really. And that I really like, because if you're in very slow moving traffic, an EV gets more economical where a petrol car gets less economical. And think about it, everyone's starting to fret a bit about fuel prices, but something like 80% of the fuel you put into your vehicle, less if it's a diesel, sorry, a greater percentage.
Oh yes, this is your figure from the other day.
It's just waste heat. Yeah.
What is it, 17 to 21%?
Yeah. Yes. But with an electric car...
This is the kind of thing I wake up to in the morning.
Electric car, your public charges, it costs more to put it in, but you're using 80% of that energy to get down the road. There's 20% lost. And I think that's from generation to the car itself, so I could be wrong on that.
Such a catch.
Well, it just makes you realise, doesn't it, how inefficient combustion engines are. All they're doing is making heat and a little bit of go. Terrifying. I think it's the one where it's at the station. Oh no, there it is.
Oh my goodness, 4 carriages.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's triggered Diego.
Wait, there's a couple of monumentous things there. 1, there's actually a train on that line. 2, 4 carriages.
Yeah.
Oh, Diego has lost
Diego
it.
is not happy.
He is not happy. Can I ask, do you think the badge on the back of that S-Max was originally a red oval?
No.
What did you think?
People like to make their badges different colours. Weirdly.
I
Diego, would you shut up?
I like that Diego thought about that.
Yeah, he's been woken up by a train and now he's grumpy and complaining at everyone.
Oh.
There is no collision warning. that is an aspect of modern cars that does do my head in a bit.
Are we
look at this.
flipping back, or are we looking at the
are we just enjoying the view? I don't know.
Are you enjoying the view, Max?
Yeah, let us know in the comments, and
pleasant.
it'll be way too late because we made the video ages ago or something. But
They're enjoying
it is nice, isn't it? Look at these roads.
This isn't even the best bit.
No, this is just average roads.
Average. That's
so we'll bring you back to us again. But yeah, in total, including the trip to take the hublets over to their dad's on Friday, which we did in this car, by the time I get this back to Jake, it will have done 1,000 miles in 4 days. And it doesn't seem all that long ago, but that would seem a challenge in an electric car. But we've done that in a used electric car with 288,000 miles on it.
Yeah, I mean, we got a little cocky on the way down and we did 1 stop and 1 charge, but on the way back we've meandered back. It's slightly different way of doing things.
Well, we've still been going fast in the fast places, but we've been a bit kinder to ourselves and had more stops and charged when we made stops. And on the way there we made 2 stops. On the first one we deliberately didn't charge.
Yes.
And that was stupid, really. That's not how people drive electric cars.
But we're doing a point.
Yeah, today is more like what you do.
But it's kind of a lifestyle
you stop when you
thing,
need
isn't
to.
it?
Yeah, and you plug it in.
You have a little drink.
Yeah.
You might have a little walkabout.
Or you might plug it in when you go shopping. There's all sorts of opportunities to charge these days. If you go to the gym, some people go to the gym.
I love how you say that like it's an alien concept.
I think InstaVolt have a lot of chargers at some gyms, so that's an option. So your car gets fit while you get fit.
It's a very broad spectrum of chargers though, isn't it? And on the map it doesn't really differentiate like between this is in a leisure centre car park or this is a service station that's devoted.
Map lacks detail. It doesn't show you what's around, so a lot of chargers are in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I used a lot of InstaVolts when I did that Jaguar trip, and some would be on a retail park, which is great if you want to go and buy some clothes. But if you actually just want a snack and a drink, they're not always in a prime place. So that is but it's stuff you learn.
We accidentally found that grid service station, which actually was very good. A good point was made. Not great for accessibility though, because it's upstairs and the lift isn't working. That's naughty.
Yeah, but also I think the charge points aren't great for an accessibility point of view as well. I think was their point. Whereas we went to Cambridge services and they've got several chargers in disabled bays.
Yes.
So for disabled only use, because a lot of people are getting Motability cars that are electric, which makes a lot of sense because a lot of people who need a Motability car might not be able to drive a car that has all the pedals. And as my own parents found out, they had their first electric car as a Motability car. It makes sense because I think you get the chargers. I don't know if they're fitted for free or discounted, but it's a big helping. So yeah, electric is just becoming the norm now, and I know a lot of people struggle with that. People rail against it, and we see that a lot in the comments. Nothing polarizes people at the moment like electric car content, and you're all as bad as each other, because the pro and the anti lobbies just get into these ridiculous arguments that you're not going to change anyone's mind by arguing with them like that, I don't think. So yeah, I understand that people are a bit scared of electric because they think it's been forced upon us.
Maybe
and I understand why it feels like that.
Revisit your Leaf video and see what that looked like versus this. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, in terms of the comments, there was no anger. There were people saying, well, that's a load of rubbish.
Comments.
That won't suit me.
Capabilities and infrastructure and whatnot. And see.
Well, that first Leaf video, I couldn't even go from my house anywhere. I effectively could drive 30 miles away from my house, but then had to go back home knowing I had 30 miles of range, because 60 miles was all it'd do in November. But
it is an interesting contrast to see where it was and where it is.
1 year after that, we did the road trip to Devon in an ENV 200, and that was unpleasant because that was 60-mile range as well. But it was possible, and that was when there were like 2 chargers at a motorway services. And I think a few years ago, things were getting out of hand. The number of EVs had grown to such a huge degree that the charging infrastructure was way behind.
Yeah, there were people queuing for them, weren't there?
We haven't seen any of that. We haven't been blocked at any chargers or anything.
No.
Even when I had the electric Fiat 500, I got blocked on chargers.
Yeah, we still struggled. And how long ago was the electric Fiat 500? Because that...
is that 3 years now?
That was a struggle. Remember, we took it to Swansea, which isn't particularly far. We had to stop at Carmarthen. There was a charger we went to, if I remember rightly, and it didn't work, so we went to another charger.
Yeah,
it was a very slow charger.
We've had a bit of that on this, where we've gone to chargers and they haven't worked.
Yes, but there's been other chargers.
Yeah, sometimes it's user error as well. I used the little one this morning. First time I went to the little one when we got to Norfolk. I couldn't get it to connect to the car, but I did something this morning that seemed to make it work, and all was fine. So some of it is user error, some of it is user knowledge, knowing which ones to use. We know now if you go to Telford, don't use the grid served ones because they're only 30 kilowatt. Go and use the other ones I've forgotten the name of, because they kick out more power.
Evergreen or something, wasn't it?
Evergreen, that's it. Apple Green.
Apple Green, that's it. I knew something green.
So there's a lot of learning to do, and there are apps out there that can help. The GridServe one, I think if you become a member of GridServe, you pay a monthly fee, you get 25%
somebody was
off
talking about that
every single charge.
You get a discounted rate.
And there's all these different schemes and things. So it's learning. And
maybe
our problem is we only ever dabble in electric. We haven't got an electric car, so we're not constantly living that life and learning.
Folks, it's very bright.
It's very bright. We're driving straight into the sun.
But I do think there is something in going back, revisiting the Leaf video and the electric Fiat 500 and seeing what the difference is. Because as I say, we went to Swansea, we had to stop in Carmarthen. It was a very slow charge. We were there for ages.
But even Magor, where we went the other night, look how many chargers there are there now.
They've converted the whole of one area of the car park to electric chargers now.
So things are changing very much for the better. But I fully understand why people don't want to be forced out of their petrol cars. Lots of people still like gear changes and just the sound. I mean, I drove...
We are people.
Yeah. I am still a petrol head. I drove a car I can't yet tell you because I don't know if the video's out yet, yesterday, and it truly warmed my heart to give it the spanking of its life. And the
I think the sound was ooh when you came back.
This has torque, and torque is exciting, but there's still nothing quite like a proper engine. Just the same as a train pulled by a steam locomotive is so much more evocative and magical than a diesel or certainly an electric train. So I guess people feel that hobby is under threat, and it may be. We don't know yet. We don't know what's going to happen. Will there be further curbs on cars? They seem to be rowing back on everything at the moment. But I understand why people are upset, but I think a lot of people, it's slightly misplaced because they've never driven one. They've seen people report about chargers are rubbish, they catch fire all the time, and there's lots of people who love to stoke those fires with absolute
no
nonsense.
pun intended.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, our experience is we really enjoy electric cars. And
where are you putting this? Because it's very waffly.
It's got very waffly. Well, I think this is all going to be part of the Hub Notes journey home.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'll stop waffling. We've got more electric stuff coming very soon.
I was just inquiring.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. That's 14 minutes. That's a lot. But yeah, we're going to carry on home. Plenty of electric to get us there.
By the way, Norfolk provides, of course, a very good quiz team name.
Norfolk. What if you're not very good?
No, Norfolk and Chance. Put it all together, don't it?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that used to pop up a lot when we did pub quizzes.
Anyway, we shall continue into the blinding sun.
Oh no, here it comes again.
Yeah.
We should probably, I was going to say bye, but we'll probably be back with more rambling.
And there we go. We are back at EV Wales, where they've got a BMW i3 for sale for £6,500. Tempting. I'm horribly addicted to this electric lifestyle, it seems. And that's the truth of it. People ask, well, what do electric cars drive like? They drive like the best automatic you've ever driven. Just torque in abundance, just so smooth. And I find it makes my driving much smoother as well, because it just encourages it. And it's just a great way of covering distance. Absolutely blown away. But this one's done 240 miles on a charge. That's incredible. I mean, perhaps 280 in the summer when they were brand new. That's not a lot of degradation at all. So Kia's definitely ones to watch for. There are problems. The motor bearings can go on these. That one on TikTok was done over 300,000 miles. I think that is having that issue, but it can strike much lower as well. I think it depends how you drive them. There's a lot of torque there. But yeah, this drives so well, you just wouldn't know it had done that many miles. So absolutely astonishing. Huge thanks to EV Wales for allowing me to borrow their courtesy car and put 1,000 miles on it, because that's what we've done since Friday. And yeah, I'm really pleased at how much I enjoyed that. We did still have some grumbles with charging, but I think a lot of it comes down to knowing which chargers to use, and that's stuff you learn when you're doing it all the time, just as you might have a preference for a petrol station, for instance. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed coming along for the ride too, and we'll see you in a future video. And as this is Hub Notes, I'm just going to walk slowly out of shot and leave you with the electric cars.